The Raptors may be entering the first year of their rebuild, but it doesn't mean their players can't be chasing some major NBA awards. So today we're going to be looking at 4 Raptors players who should be eyeing the Most Improved Player award and discuss what their chances are of actually winning. And honestly, it's probably a lot higher than you'd expect. Let's get into it. As I said, it's the first year of the rebuild for the Raptors, so they're really going to be prioritizing development going into the season. And if development has been a priority for some of the players in the offseason or even in the early stages of the season, then those players could seriously thrust themselves into conversations to win a major NBA honor like the Most Improved Player award. Because unlike the Most Valuable Player award and the Defensive Player of the Year award, record really isn't going to come into play a whole lot in this scenario. So there could be an opportunity for an individual to pick up some hardware for the Raptors amidst what is likely going to be a tough season. The Raptors will be hoping to battle out and get into a playoff spot, but potentially, if that's not the case, things could go in the other direction. But despite that, Most Improved Player honors are still up for grabs, and I believe 4 Raptors players should be in the running. Scottie Barnes undoubtedly will be the favorite for the Raptors, but we'll save him to the end of the video to see what his odds are for winning the award. And we're going to be referencing Bet99 Sportsbook's odds because they are the sportsbook partner of Amateur Sports over the course of the video to see what the implied probability in percentage form is for the players in the list, like Scottie Barnes. But we're going to be starting off actually with Gradey Dick, who perhaps could be a bit of a surprise inclusion into this list. But Gradey Dick coming off of a season where, honestly, there was tons of development for Gradey Dick over the course of the season. It was a tough start for him in the NBA, went down to the G League, where there was also a tough start to his G League life. But as he got used to the physicality, the athleticism, and most importantly, the length of the three-point line being slightly longer in the NBA compared to college. Once that got settled in, Gradey Dick was an excellent player for the Raptors. And going into this season, I think that he should be a starter. I'm not sure Dark was going to go that far, but I would absolutely have Gradey Dick in the starting 5 going into the season. And if that's the case, perhaps a good bet is in play here for Gradey Dick, who is listed at plus 4,000 odds to take Most Improved Player honors this season. Plus 4,000 odds gives him an implied probability of 2.4%, not accounting for the house edge, not accounting for the VIG associated with the market, but it's a good base to understand what potential Gradey Dick does have to win the award. Of all the players listed on the site to win the award, Gradey Dick is in 20th position. And honestly, as much as you may feel as though that's a small percentage, like think about the sheer number of players who could be eyeing up an award like this. Gradey Dick listed as a player who is in the top 20 and given a decent percentage chance of actually going out and winning the award. That was a little bit of a surprise to me. What is he going to have to do to realize this? Well, he's just going to have to be completely dialed in from 3. If he can stay on the floor defensively, if he can be dialed in from 3, we already know about the other great traits associated with his game, his ability to attack on closeouts, his ability to finish at the rim as well, despite being known as a shooter. If he can stay relevant on the defensive end of the floor and get that play time, absolutely, this could be a player who is in the running to get this insane award, and to do it in his second season would be phenomenal for his development. But Gradey Dick's chances are not as likely as another Raptor who could be eyeing up this award, and that is Immanuel Quickley. And I think Immanuel Quickley is a very good candidate here because we're going to have a full season of Immanuel Quickley starting as a point guard. Last season, Immanuel Quickley was coming off the bench for the New York Knicks playing as a shooting guard, but there's such an opportunity here for Immanuel Quickley to step into the Raptors role as a point guard for the full season and really have some eye-popping statistical jumps, because even from his New York days where we saw him average 2.5 assists per game, when he came to the Raptors, all of a sudden he was nearly averaging 7 assists per game. So if Immanuel Quickley can build off of that, get to around 8+ assists per game in a bigger role for the Raptors and do it over the course of the season, just by sheer numbers, you'll see a big statistical jump there. You'll also be able to see a big statistical jump as far as points are concerned. So if Immanuel Quickley puts himself up to 8 assists per game, maybe even creeps above 20 points per game, absolutely, he could thrust himself into a conversation to be a huge candidate to win the Most Improved Player award. Currently on the Bet99 Sportsbook, Immanuel Quickley is listed at plus 2,500 odds. That gives him an implied probability, once again, not accounting for the house edge, of 3.85%. Puts him in 10th place overall of the players listed here. So that puts Immanuel Quickley in a very good position. As I said, there's a very clear trajectory and a very clear path in my mind for him to get to that award, to get to the top and take honors here. Obviously, there's going to be some other major candidates that we see at the top of the list, but statistically, Immanuel Quickley, I can very much see it happening. One player not actually listed on the odds board here, but definitely should be in the conversation, is the other player that came over from the New York Knicks last season, and that is RJ Barrett. I found him listed at the same odds at another sports book at that plus 2,500, which again basically would put him in the top 10 of players to actually win this award, and it's very clear to see why RJ Barrett could also be a candidate here. I said with Immanuel Quickley, there was a clear trajectory and pathway to really upgrade those statistics for the voters, and for RJ Barrett, like just the shot quality difference from his time with the Raptors compared to his time with the New York Knicks is astonishing. The efficiency numbers, how much it improved in his time with the Raptors compared to his time with the New York Knicks. If he can execute anywhere close to this over the course of the entire season, average well over 20 points per game, then absolutely RJ Barrett is going to be one of the favorites to take this award. If he can improve and be consistent, or just maintain his three-point consistency that he already had with the Raptors, maintain his field goal percentage consistency, that's just going to elevate so many other facets of his game. And if he can also add a little bit more defensively to the team, RJ Barrett 100% can be in the conversation to win the MIP award. But of the Toronto Raptors, absolutely, obviously, the favorite to claim most improved player honors, as I said, is Scottie Barnes. Scottie Barnes is listed at plus 1,600 odds here. That gives him an implied probability of 5.88% and puts him 5th overall of the players on this list. Absolutely, Scottie Barnes is a major threat to win this award. I don't see quite the same sort of pathway and trajectory for him to win this award compared to Immanuel Quickley or RJ Barrett, but Barnes absolutely has the capability to do it, especially I think that the big thing will be a little bit more three-point shooting consistency. If he can get up to like 36%, that would be incredible for an entire season after averaging 34% last season. But I think in general, the big thing for Barnes will be on the offensive end of the floor, his efficiency at the rim. If he can really start to clean that up, maybe add a bit of a post game as well to go with it, just to get those high percentage looks. Like, we're talking about a guy who was just on the cusp of averaging 20 points per game last season. Can we somehow get Barnes to 23 plus points per game? I think it's attainable. And on the defensive end of the floor, if he's used in the role that's more suited to him, playing as that help defender 4. Think of the way Giannis plays defense. Think of the way Jaren Jackson Jr. plays defense. They have the 5, they have the big, the rim protector there, but they come in late as the help defender for some high-flying blocks. They can really boost those numbers in the blocks category, and also when tasked with it, he can play a little bit on the perimeter as well and be disruptive, maybe nab a steal or two a game along the way. Scottie Barnes is the do-it-all star the Toronto Raptors have right now and can really thrust himself into this conversation, especially if everything is clicking amongst the players listed here and everyone else in the team, and they put themselves in a bit of a playoff conversation as well. If Scottie Barnes is on the ascent, if the Raptors are on the ascent, absolutely he is one of the major candidates to take on this award as well. So, Scottie Barnes, RJ Barrett, Immanuel Quickley, Gradey Dick, those are the 4 players who I think have a serious opportunity to challenge for this award this season. Who do you think is the best chance? Who would you be putting your money on? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If you want to sign up to the Bet99 Sportsbook, you like any of the bets that you see, please use the link in the description. If you're going to be betting on sports anyway, please do so responsibly, first of all. But second of all, if you're going to be betting anyway, why not support amateur sports along the way by using the affiliate link that is in the description to sign up today. But that will do it for today's video. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to Amateur Sports for more Raptors content just like this, and I will see you again next time for another video.